Hi, assholes. How'd you like to hear some of my poetry? Let me tell you about the belly of the American snake, filled with corpse gas and dream steam. From its wounded side, clouds of escaping myths, effluent pour, the free sample. There is the subtle hiss of an undertaker's sales pitch or daytime TV. The serpent moves through the cathedral of dead animals where they worship the mass consumption of other life forms. Its prayer goes, "Whatever is not us will be eaten." Before it is done, this will include nations, races, history, the birthright of unborn generations. The serpent will swallow it all. Its guts swell with stagnant shit forever. In anal erotic bliss, it will hoard the crap of its madness, believing it is gold, believing it has paid off the mortgage of eternity. And one day, this fabulous faith will be shattered. When Dr. Mojo's sticks a firecracker up its ass! Yeah! And that's how poetry goes, children. Poetry from the city of poets. City where spirits of angels crouch in doorways. It's a place where things happen with gravity, with no compromise. You have to know that the real reviews might not come in till they write the history books. I have been learning the pace, the persistence of working on the ocean floor. Slowest moves. No more doing the Hollywood shake ass running on water just to keep up. Fuck that city caught up in the tail of the comet Kali, a million perfect specimens of the walking dead and all their dentists. And as the bummer dust settles, they eat their own children on cocktail sticks out by the pool. All right. There's some other stuff. Some years to undo, riots to quell. And I have to start all over again learning which poets not to be. Not to be the poet who expects to solve the future any more than 5 minutes at a time. Not to be the poet just with the hopes it will bring him fabulous lovers, but who always wakes up with his dick in the ear of a poet who's less famous than he is. Not to be the poet who has to say he hates money because no one will give him any. Sometimes there are too many poets not to be. The one with the leather pants and the cheekbones, huh? The angel-headed street punk. The beast in heat poet. The poet whose life is a revenge. Who can remember his father as a collection of warriors' filth, captured swords, scalps, the multicolored career scoreboard on his chest. Some leader of men in the never-ending war against the primitive tribes. Must have been more than just the old man's values. I mean, so what? He refused to argue. Just nodded at me with a smug insider's conceit. You'll see it differently one day, Jimmy. Hey! Even an admiral knows how to hang loose, watching Lawrence Welk in his underpants in between absences in naval history. Sprawled hairy legs of the same dull stranger who stared down from the wall like a fucking recruiting poster. All we had to be was respectable biographical accessories. The story of our happy lives was as good as written. Hey, do you really think there's some reason I turned around and pronounced them dead? that the killer awoke before dawn on account of mundane Navy brat angst. You assholes never could take a joke. Oh, well, this smells interesting. What have you and your girlfriend been using this for?
Mind your own business.
Oh, not that I have to ask. You know, I hid a microphone under your bed the other day.
Bullshit.
Oh, I did. You know, I got a tape of you doing your Italian impression. Lickety-spleet.
You're not a nice person, Jim.
No?
No, you're a mean son of a bitch.
Oh, honey, I like to keep rehearsing these little scenes from the theater of a pain in the ass.
No, you just need other people around so that they have to play all your dumb games.
We are not free. The heavens can still fall on our heads.
Oh, and then there's Jim, who falls on his own head and thinks it makes him colorful.
I'm just checking to see the gravity's still turning.
You're checking to see if we're all still paying attention.
Well, now, you have to admit, your attention is inclined to wander a lot. You know, maybe I should take the old-fashioned approach and slap you around the room.
Ooh, yeah. You could try it. But probably about halfway through, you'd lose interest and go to sleep. Besides, we all know that you'd much rather beat yourself up or get a cop to do it for you. I think you'd do anything to have a minute's pity.
Not yours.
That's it, Jim. You have got to see the doctor again. Oh, God. Oh, baby. Oh. All right, we have to find out what's wrong with your chest.
I already know, honey.
You do?
Yeah. It's haunted by Eugene O'Neill.
That's a dumb joke.
You think so, honey?
Yes! There's some phony Dylan Thomas clone biting the ballroom floor every day. Why don't we have another cheer for the famous
Hey,
literary
that's enough
death?
of that shit now.
No, Jimmy.
I'm busy here. Can't you see this?
Yeah, sure
I'm
you are.
doing
Sure
something.
you are.
I'm doing something. And go on, get out of here. Go. Go out and play.
Stop it.
Go on out of here. Go on, all the way out. Hey, why don't you go out and buy something? All right, suckers. You still there? Yeah, sure you are, huh? Yeah, waiting for the world to begin. Hey, maybe thinking old Morrison might give us a quick flash of the meaning of existence. Yeah, who says enlightenment doesn't strike twice? No. Oh, screw that, man. We're kidding each other. Hey, all you really want to know is when the fun is going to start, huh? You want to know when the body's going to hit the sidewalk. What time are the antics of vanity going to get totally out of control, huh? Come on, Jim! Do it for us, Jim! Hey, what is it, man? Are you like furniture or something? Are you like some old banquet table hoping the king will get on top and fuck so you can soak up a little history? Or did somebody just sneak up and cut the old wires? The ones that disappear down into your deepest mental pit. Plug into that reptile brain. Only a tiny primeval neuron cluster makes you want to lick the sweat of complete strangers. Stare into neon, disown your worst fears. Need nothing but to eat, sleep, fuck, and kill. Just Just your basic Mexican, I guess. Hey! Hey, I thought you wanted to hear some poetry. Well, here it is, children. Here it is. Complete works. All you have to do is put your ear very, very close to the paper. I have soaked into every pure white piece with a lizard's perfect stillness. What was the use of writing? Everything was printed within me. And perhaps pure poetry was letting oneself become impregnated with the signature of things and deciphering it within oneself. The sea and poetry. Poetry and death. The hell with it. I smoked. I drank. Hey, you see, I can still remember the really good stuff. Sometimes I almost forget I didn't write it.
He's a little messed up tonight.
Are you kidding me? Christ!
No.
Well, tell him not to give up his day job.
He dropped a few tabs before he went on.
He dropped a few tabs before he went on? Yeah! All right! Hey! How about that for an intrepid son of a bitch, huh? Maybe he should have been a test pilot.
No, please, Tom, come and see him tomorrow night. He works much better when he sticks to booze.
What's he do then? Judy Garland impressions?
Oh, you're gonna act jealous all night.
Pam, I have been jealous for the last 6 months.
I told you I was involved right when we started off.
Yeah, I remember that statement. I remember that statement very well. All you had on was your earrings and one shoe at the time.
Oh, so that's enough of a reason to think I didn't mean it.
No, the best reason for that was watching me phone some splendid son of a bitch who was in New York and too busy to even talk to you. You know, I got to thinking that maybe he's not going to come back, and then he did, and you didn't even stop to say goodbye.
Oh, I was honest. How can you hold that against me?
Oh, how could I do that? That's... So
No!
The next time he goes out of town for a
I'm
while.
serious, Tom. I am serious. There's nobody in my life now but Jim.
Why him instead of you?
No, that's not how it works. I like Jim because look at him. He's brilliant and sexy and... Maybe it's because I know how much he needs me to take care of him.
Oh, for God's sake, Pam. You know how many guys I've seen like that walking all over some too nice chick just so they can act like a wild asshole genius?
I don't know anything about it.
Surely, do you want to know what he really needs is some fucking singing lessons.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well, in that case, why is he probably signing a record deal next week?
probably.
That's a little more definite than
It's never definite until the money's in your
No,
pocket.
because they say Jim is gonna be enormous.
Oh, you think that means something? That doesn't mean a fucking thing! My agent used to talk to me like that.
Screw agent.
Exactly.
We're not talking
Yeah, exactly. How do you know you're screwing the right...
You know each other now?
Yeah, we met once. You were just coming back from New York.
This is Tom Baker. Remember I told you about him?
Oh, yeah. I remember now. You're the one who said he was a close personal friend of Norman Mailer. You must have said it a lot. I don't remember anything else you said.
I think that's amazing. I'm surprised you remember anything, man. The last time I saw you, you rolled under this hedge and fell asleep in some dog shit.
So what do you hear from old Norman lately?
Not much. The studios keep me pretty busy these days.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You're making some movies, are you?
No, not right now.
No?
Tom's got a talent development contract.
Oh, really? How's a thing like that work?
Well, it works that I get $500 a week.
And do what?
Few acting classes, the weight training, little sunbathing.
Wow, that's a lot of money just for making yourself look pretty.
Come on, Jim. You know how the thing
No,
goes.
I know, baby. I'm just thinking that's a dangerous way of life, looking at yourself in the mirror all day. It's bad for the head, man.
Well, what I hear about you, man, is that you're the type of guy that's into a little danger.
Could be.
Yeah? I mean, it's your style, right? Dangerous, sexy. Now, did you have to work on that, or did that just come natural?
Well, why don't you tell me, man? You used to be an actor, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm just some fucking meat in the fucking system, so I just have a good time, you know? I get my kicks. I know my day is gonna come.
Oh. Because underneath it all, you know you're a man with talent. Is that it? Yeah. And you've also got some really cool literary connections, from what I understand.
Well, that's why I wanted you to meet him.
Well, yeah, baby, but you know, I hear that some people just make that stuff up for their starlit resumes.
Come on, Jim, for Christ's sakes. Now, Tom didn't do that.
How can you be so sure?
Because I wasn't stoned out of my head when I talked to him.
Jesus, honey, I'm impressed. Well, I guess that does it, baby.
Does what?
My old lady thinks you're a real great guy.
You know what I thought, Jim? I thought you'd make interesting friends.
Does that appeal to you, man?
Well, why don't you let me think that over for a
Well,
little bit?
now, you know, Pammy introduced me to your serious writing buddies.
Oh, I see. How do you suppose I would do that?
There's some assholes up the road talking about making me a rich man. Now, if that happens, we can just all fly out to New York and buy Mr. Maynard a drink.
That's a great idea. We'll do that. But while we're all holding our breath, Jim, why don't you let me buy us all a drink?
Sure. Here, honey. Go get us.
Oh, no,
Oh. Are you happy? Hey. Yeah. Iron Butterfly. Yeah? You know them?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, I didn't think so. Hey, you don't hang out in joints like this very often, do you?
No, I try not to. Actually, Pam brought me down here to catch your act.
Is that right?
That is right.
Well, you know, I know a lot worse dumps than this around here, if you're interested.
I bet you're famous in almost everyone.
Sure I am. They just about love my ass to death. Why don't we take you down there and see what they kind of you? Come on.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. I got some strawberry sunshine. They almost always seem to know when there's a star of tomorrow in the room.
Hey, Tom!
Once upon a time, I knew the back of my hand. like the back of my hand. Now it looks like a map of the city of dead, in the middle of an earthquake. And in their waterbed coffins, the dead roll over and dream of becoming the secret government of the world. You know, somehow I don't think LA is what Shelley had in mind. The home of the highest average income and the lowest average IQ. It's a city where you can buy a piece of anyone's time for the right price. For a bullet, you can buy it all. Hey, it's a good thing that global village myth makers don't know how much of the visionary herbs is enough, or when to say no to another virgin on the rocks. Yep, without dope, depravity, and the infantile whims of art, those fuckers would be in control already. What the hell? I got mine, I got out. I mean, you know, I got some really great memories. If I could only remember them. I got these cowboy boots here I can sleep in for the rest of my life. And of course I've got the card. The Morrison plastic wealth that gives me immediate air travel to any city in the world where there's a bar open. All I have to do is find it. Only just lately, I can't even find my way to the bathroom half the time. How about that for a sign, huh? I mean, some concrete proof of a true poet, pissing into handbags and milk bottles. Of course, there's usually somebody willing to take it out for me and aim it in the least offensive direction. And they do it with love. And without understanding that this is all part of a plan. Did you see that? Huh? Come on now, pay attention here, man. You see, some fucker trying to lose his dependency on everyday reality while ignoring trivial regulation of body functions. Or you might be looking at someone with his head in Nietzsche's cloud, shattering the arrows of reason where language becomes a wind. Somebody learning that words are just half-assed tools of self-deception, Stone Age implements for the possession of things. Even ourselves, man. Something made up by a name. It's that stuff we used to do with heroes. Great events. You know, statues were the hardest lies they could make back then. Now fame is made with light, and we still expect it to deliver us from the terror that we are a brief dance of energy in a disinterested space. So, you climb up the juicy media totem pole any way you can. Put your cock on the line. Yeah, lowest common denominator in talent. And the rest of it, man, the rest of it, music, whatever, it's only an excuse. It's some kind of sexual hallucination. A rock and roll is the way the new age energy gets siphoned off into the same old bank accounts. And not that you give a shit, huddled out there in your fucking adrenaline-addicted masses. A rock and roll is like panzer chemistry. You know, it's the final solution to 3,000 years of stupid answers. 3,000 well-known versions of the workable lie. The entire recorded history of organized religion, organized politics, organized crime. Finally, we can organize fun! But what it really means, children, is you're still stuck with the tricks of the artists from hell. Remember, art descended from magic. If I paint my desire in blood and fire, and Baker. Brando, Dean, Clifton, Baker. They must be proud of you, man.
Who?
The Actors fucking Studio.
Those stupid fuckers turned me down, Jim.
Why?
I don't know, maybe I wasn't wearing my Levi's right, huh? Or perhaps the perfect expression of bruised sexual confusion was missing from my face.
Face it, Baker! You're just too pretty! Fuck those guys. You're a movie star anyway.
I'm a fucking leper. I got the fucking plague. You're the first person that's come up and talked to me in a month. Nobody will even take my fucking phone calls, man.
What, you mean because of Warhol?
Oh, that desiccated, trisexual son of a bitch! He put the blowjob of death on me, man! I showed my meat on 35 millimeters. Ew!
Well, that's not exactly a sight that's going to be a surprise to a lot of people.
So what is it, huh? Somebody that hit a hopper know that I mainline fucking antifreeze?
Oh.
The studio's icing my contract.
Shit. I guess it's my fault then.
Your fault.
Yeah, you know, for recommending you.
You did?
Yeah.
You recommended me?
Oh, yeah, you know, last time you and Warhol and a bunch of his pet sex zombies came in down at the scene.
What about it?
Well, he mentioned this movie he wanted me to be in.
I can't believe you would have said no.
Well, yeah, I just didn't think I could find the time.
It only took a couple of fucking days.
Well, it was a little tricky for me, man. Warhol said Nico wanted to fuck me on camera.
Why didn't you tell me this before, asshole?
Oh, shit, man, you would have done it anyway.
Yeah, I would. And my career would still be down the fucking toilet.
Hey, man, I've got an idea. Listen. Maybe you should get your dick a better agent.
Hey, maybe I ought to try yours, asshole, huh? How about that kind of recommendation, huh?
Yeah, I'm not so sure my agent handles dicks.
How else did you get on the Ed Sullivan Show, asshole?
Damn it, you already admitted it's almost showtime, man.
Who the fuck are you?
Max, what are you, stoned me? Oh, fuck. Jim.
Max! Hey, turn around! Bend over! Sit down, Max. Relax, man. Let's have a drink here. Have a drink.
Jim, we're supposed to be in Connecticut. Why don't you have a drink in the car, buddy, huh?
Where's that, man?
Turn outside.
I don't mean the fucking car. Hey, Baker, do you want to go to a concert, man?
Huh?
You want to go to a concert, man? Come riding with the Pussy Bandits? Huh? We're taking the Revolution out to Cracker.
Yeah?
Maybe we could get a riot.
Well, I'm not so sure, Jim.
You're not so sure about
Don't you think you should check with the other guys? Well,
Screw the other guys, Max. And screw you too. You ready for another drink, Baker?
Yeah!
Like I said, let's just get to the show, huh?
Hey, what I say? What I say?
Gee, what's
What I said? Here, come here, Max. Come over here. You know, what I say is, you just carry the suitcases. Now that limo out there, that is my ass behind the gas now, isn't it? Huh? Now, I want you to go outside and fuck off. Yeah, you tell the rest of the guys, me and my old buddy will be there in just a minute, okay? And get a couple beers open while you're at it.
Yeah!
In case anyone asks, who is he?
Who's who?
Your old buddy.
Oh, Max. You are an ignorant prick. This is Tom Baker. This is Andy Warhol's new fag superstar.
And look what I found for you to wear for tonight.
Oh, sure.
Huh?
That's not for me, is it?
Yes. It's
Oh.
for you.
No, no, I think it's much too groovy for me.
Oh, God, Jim.
What?
Oh, you stink.
I stink. Oh, it smells a lot better than that shit. Oh, you smell like a hormone exhibit in a zoo of endangered species.
You're looking bad again, Jim. And I told you, I said that I don't want you looking fucked up when Max comes over.
Hey! Oh, are you really worried about what Max is gonna think?
Jim, now when he flies back, all the guys are gonna say, how's Jim? Max will tell them, you're still a joke on the barroom floor.
Yeah? After all these years, why should I start carrying that?
Because, Jim, this is why you're here. This is what you want to be doing. All they're gonna think is that you're too wiped out to find your own way back to the
Hey,
airport.
look, why don't you just let me decide what I want other people to think about me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You didn't say that back when I was hustling around trying to get your film shown for you, did you? Did you? No, because then it was, what do they think about my films, Pam? Hey, Pam, have they heard about my poetry
that's
book,
right.
Pam?
Yeah, we all know where that ended up. Don't we? Yeah.
You're
a couple
wrong.
of creepy jerks trying to fuck one
No.
another. It didn't matter which one either, did it?
No, it would have worked out fine if you hadn't started acting like an
Hey,
asshole.
listen, I didn't get this far just to drop my pants for some rat-faced frog who looks like he rolled around and used Vaseline.
You know, baby, just lately, you're starting to sound just a little like an old homophobic redneck.
Whatever I am is just fine with me.
Yeah? How about fat? Is being fat fine with you too?
Fat?
Yeah, fat.
This isn't fat. This is a fame and fortune tumor.
Well, Jimmy, all the little girls aren't going to like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, there was a little girl here just last week, you know, when you were out of town, who liked it just fine. She was standing right where you are now. And do you know what she said to me as she pulled down her little pink panties? She said, I hope you don't think I'm doing this just because you're Jim Morrison.
What'd you do then? Throw up in her lap?
Hey!
God, I'm so tired of living like this.
You want to move?
I didn't move. I got out of that shitty town. And then you had to show up a couple months late, but what the fuck? God damn it, Jim. You were in such a great mood when you got here.
I didn't know it was going to be this hard.
Oh, God. You hear that light? James Douglas Morrison wants to tell you her party should be.
Don't touch that shit. You get off my back!
You quit lying down!
Where did we ever pick up all this emotional baggage? Come here, honey. Well, you can lick my boots. Come on. Come on.
Arg!
Arg!
Not those pieces of
Shit, yeah! That's it, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Oh, please. Come over here.
I hope you don't think I'm doing this just because you're Jim Morrison.
Oh. Yeah, that's the answer.
Well, you know what it's like, Jim. You can't be a superstar and fill yourself up with a superstar.
Okay, now, that's really original. I mean, as excuses go, that's very clever.
I don't want you to think I was pissed off.
Oh, why would you be pissed off? What, that I don't sit up and wag my tail anymore every time you snap
And
your
I
fingers?
really wouldn't want you to think you broke my goddamn heart.
Oh, shit, don't try to lay that on me. That's not why you do that crap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's just take me serious powder for you and your piss elegant friends. Oh, yes, it is. What else can you do now but prove how dangerous you are, huh? Put a little graveyard dust up your nose and let the rich kids play with your paint threshold.
You know.
I know they've taught you to like getting your
Yeah.
ass whipped, yeah.
Well, you are in sophisticated country now.
Oh, is
Jim.
that what it is?
Yeah. They've been refining how to get your kicks for a couple thousand years.
Really? Well, maybe I'll just invite some of your friends over to tie me up and bite my tits.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Guess we proved we could still take it. Whatever it was, we were so ashamed to be free.
Fuck you. Yeah. Great thoughts, Jim. I can't take great thoughts today.
Time's running out, Jim.
Well,
Time's running out. You've got to make your mind up
about what?
about this movie they want me to do.
Oh yeah, that's all right, man. You go ahead and do it.
Jim, Jesus, we both have to do the movie. It has to be both of us, remember?
Yeah, I remember, man. It's just I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you've told me. You're recording, you're rehearsing the next tour, you've got photo shoots.
And poetry, don't forget
Oh,
that.
don't forget the motherfucking poetry.
So it's a little hard to find the time.
You want some time? Have some of mine. All I got is fucking time.
Hey, man, you can't blame me if they made you the white nigger of the year, can you? Well, can you?
No. No.
Listen, man, you know, maybe someday you'll realize that this star thing isn't all you think it is.
Oh, terrific. Thanks for the tip, Jim.
No, man, I'm serious. You know this media voodoo thing? You know, the only way it works is because of the uncertainty principle. Are you aware of that?
No, I am not aware of that. What I am aware of is the way you have of changing the fucking subject.
No.
It's either goddamn philosophy or you pass that under the fucking
Listen,
table.
man, listen now. This is really relevant. Listen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right. The star thing.
Uh-huh.
Star thing is like airplanes or atom bombs or you know, telephones or any of that stuff, man. None of that stuff would have worked unless somebody wanted it to badly enough.
Wanted it to. You sound like Peter fucking Pan.
Oh, man, all I'm saying is maybe you just don't want to make it bad enough.
Don't want it. Why do I wake up at 3 in the morning screaming, it's not me? Oh. It's not me.
Yeah? Maybe that's why it isn't. Come on. Yeah, just relax, man. You know, I don't know, maybe one morning you'll wake up and say instead, it doesn't really matter. It's just a goddamn joke.
You are a lying son of a bitch. You know that?
All right.
You know that?
All right, all right. So what is it you can't live without? Huh? What, is it the funny money? Is it the funny money? Is it the chicks biting your pants off every time you walk down the street? Or is it the thought of those brain fossilized troglodytes in polyester leisure suits going screaming crazy with envy every time your fabulous superstar ass comes strolling out of the VIP lounge with some high-strung pussy on your arm?
Well, Jesus, Jim, how the hell would I know? What is it you can't live without?
It was the women, I guess. Yeah. It was the women. Chicks with novelty acts. Razors, whips, magic oils. All the utensils of the outlaws of ecstasy. Hey, look at my great body, Jim. Look at what I'm doing to my body. A ceaseless variety of bright entertainments. I suppose that's what the revolution is all about, huh? Getting right down to the nubs of fear, anger, love. Telling someone to stroke you right now. That was the way it used to be. The way the women used to be. Probably makes some of you assholes sick though, doesn't it? I mean, you fastidious intellectual shithouses that can't cope with the privilege of it all. Like, who does that fucker think he is over there in Poet City? All that showbiz dough. Hey, this is where all the heavy talent starved, man. Fucking fevered and froze and had to steal pieces of broken pencil just to get this stuff down on paper. Who are you trying to kid, Morrison? You're gonna tell us you haven't suffered enough for your art yet? Well, guess what? The rest of us fucking have.
How's the writing going?
Little slow today. How's the capitalism going?
Well, I think we might get to #1, Jim.
Oh, hey. It's like we showed those cocksuckers a thing or two.
Yeah, gonna come back with a new bid to keep us on the label.
Against who?
Against nobody, I just started some rumors.
Max! Ooh, I just can't believe how slick you
Wait a
are.
minute, man. You gonna tell me that nobody else wants to sign us?
Well, I wouldn't say that, Jim. The problem is nobody wants to sign a 3-piece Electric Blues band.
Maybe you should get them used to the idea.
Hey, I can come back anytime I want to.
Oh, in the meantime, can we nail you this piece of wood? Seriously, man, I wouldn't leave it too long. All these stories start going around you. They say you're either dead or in a padded cell or disappeared up Sunset Boulevard on your hands and knees, sniffing up the white line, and nobody really knows where the fuck
Hey.
you are.
You do?
Oh, yeah, I can see it, man, but I'm not sure where your head is at.
What is it you want to know, Max?
How long are you gonna stay here?
How long isn't in the picture anymore? The contracts have all been fulfilled.
Maybe you should get a new one soon. You're gonna get tired of asking, Jim.
You know what, man? I don't even have the time to think about it right now.
You've had time, Jim. You've been over here for months. Where'd you get the show for it?
I got boxes full, man. I got boxes full in there.
Well, I just hope it's good enough to make people remember who you used to be. Otherwise, you might be losing your diplomatic immunity.
Oh, now what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Something I heard.
Well, don't keep me in suspense, asshole. What?
Well, it's just that some Nazi pinheads in Washington have got your name on their shit list.
Yeah, I heard that too. All because I gave my weenie a spot the act.
I think they're more worried about a nation of teenage dimwits listening to the thoughts of
Get
Jim
that
and Jim.
shit out of here.
Yeah, you know, flee the streets and break all the rules.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's funny to you and me, but the custodians of the empire are inclined to take a simple view of statements like that. Some of them have kids and they get pissed off having to lock their bedroom doors at night.
Well, you know what they say, Max? There's nothing as ruthless as a bad idea whose time is over.
Can I talk to you for a second? I want to be sure you know how things really are, Jim. I mean, that's actually why I flew over here.
And what makes you think I needed that?
Well, we got the impression that Pam has been taking a lot of messages for you, and maybe some of them have to get passed on.
Really?
Well, you haven't called us back, Jim.
And somehow you imagined it wasn't because I didn't feel like it? I just didn't have anything I wanted to say to you fuckers.
What's with the attitude, Jim? I mean, you're talking about your friends here.
We're fucking friends.
I can't believe you said that, man. You think for 1 second about the kind of trouble you could have been in.
Oh yeah? From what I hear, I'm still in trouble.
All right, but you're not staked out, Jim. You're not chained to a log, stark naked in the middle of the motherfucking Everglades. It was real close, you know.
Yeah, I know. And I got the best white man's justice money can buy south of the Mason-Dixon line, too, didn't
And
I?
there are people behind you, too, Jim.
Oh yeah, you know what, Max? I heard about some of those people. Some of my old friends in show business. I heard some of them were hoping I'd get my ass nailed. I hadn't heard some of them cooperating with the authorities.
Come on, you can't be surprised if there's a little resentment.
Resentment of what?
Like suddenly there was a lot of official attention around town. They're putting fuck clauses in tour contracts. The feds are asking to see station playlists.
Yeah? So what's the fun of fighting the establishment if it doesn't fight back?
I don't know, Jim. You know, most of us stand up to that fascist crap, but there's a few.
Max.
What? What?
I don't know how you can cope with it, man.
You cope with what?
All that show business intrigue. You know? All the lying and the scheming and the ass kissing. And no wonder everybody has to do drugs by the bucketful.
Oh, well, not me, man. I absolutely don't take any kind of shit anymore.
No?
No, every morning I do, seriously, man, an hour's meditation.
No! No, shit, not you,
Hey,
man!
Jim! Oh, yeah, have a laugh. But after the last one, I had some problems. I guess I finally over-marinated my head in the sauce there.
Uh-huh. So now you are taking care of business. So, yeah, now you're a big shot manager, aren't you?
Come on, man, it got to be expected. Whenever the deals got a little tough and you guys always needed someone to get down the cesspool and wrestle the alligators, oh, it was always Max will do it.
Yeah. Well, you have my gratitude, my love, and my money. What more can you ask for?
A little sense, Jim. A little regard for my professional advice. You know, maybe this time is business. This business that you're a big part of creating, Jim, thought about the words and the music instead of just getting rich off.
You know, Max, you'd be a whole lot better off if you stopped listening to all that good time propaganda.
Nice to listen to you too, Jim.
Oh, now don't get sentimental on me, Max. That's not the way to be a West Coast big shot. You gotta put your faith in biological self-interest.
Choice isn't as simple as that, man.
Oh, no? Fuck it isn't. It always has been. As long as you're alive, your white blood cell militia keep on kicking ass. The only choice you got is to cancel your own ticket. It's either you or that. Always has been, always will be.
I don't get it. What are you saying? What, you want to come back to the jungle? Huh?
Hell no. That's where all the roadies hang out. You sure ain't no roadie no more, are you, Max? You know, Miami? A couple of years ago, little Max here couldn't even patch the ass on his own jeans. Now he's got a pad down in, what is it, Malibu? Yeah. And a great line in material gratification.
I collect some art, Jim.
Oh, yeah. Max invests in the visual insignia of accomplishment and taste, and it makes him a highly subscribed son of a bitch.
What's the matter?
Nothing. You're a really fine human being, and you're on your way to the top.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you, Jim. There's more to it than that.
More than what? Power and sex? There's hardly even enough of that to go around.
Do you understand this? Can you explain to me why this man has decided to chop my feet off after all I tried to do for him?
It's the only way Jim knows how to show you he loves you. Isn't that right, Jim?
He's flaked out. Vanished in a puff of smoke like a midnight mindfucker.
Yeah, well, he's got that routine down to perfection.
Why should I feel guilty because I'm making my percentage out of him?
Oh, Max, please. You know he doesn't give a damn about money. It's never been anything to him.
It could have changed.
Not in that way, he hasn't.
And, what about you? You changed any?
How do you mean?
You ever been shopping with her? I've never seen anybody get that way before in a public place. What was he used to say?
Shopping is sex without the mess.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
No, pretty baby. I really don't think so. Lots of people have seen Miami before. But you see, Max, Miami just doesn't like to talk about it.
You in the business?
Yes, Miami's in the business. Miami. Hey, Max. Miami's looking for somebody to handle.
I thought you were doing okay.
You're not jealous, are you?
No. I'm just curious to see what kind of mischief you're getting into.
Ooh, I bet you were. But, Max, you know, Miami's just me, man.
So what do you act a little, sing a little? What?
Oh, please. Max, Miami is a body of.
Hey, no fooling with me.
Really?
So what the fuck is that?
Oh, well. I do conceptual work, okay?
I'm just putting you on. I'm a big modern art fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. Sometimes, you know, I also produce, two-dimensional artifacts, you know?
What?
Oh, God, you know, like something you can hang on the wall, okay?
Great. Why don't you let me see something?
Well, I would have to do like sign a piece for me, huh?
Yeah.
Far out! That's the deal. All right, Maxie. A whole goddamn piece. Wow. Okay. Max. Oh, I'll be right back,
I thought you said he wasn't drinking.
Not drinking much.
Sure. What about you? What are you not doing much in?
Max, you know, just because we shared some light relief once, you didn't become the guardian of my soul or any shit like
I just wanted to see how you were.
Oh, so you flew all the way down here to tell us how concerned
You sure ready? Why don't you just sit down and relax?
God, I don't feel right. I think I better go somewhere.
Let's just try being in one place at a time. Maybe easier for the superstar here if you got your own head straightened out.
Shut up, Max. You're starting to sound like a missionary from the Holistic Cafe Society.
Remember what Uncle Max once said to you, you can't have too much of a good thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Can't see what the prize is, Pam. What's the idea, to see who can survive treating their body like a poison filter the longest? Huh? If that's it, tell him he's the winner. He's the fucking heavyweight champ.
You know, Pammy, I just cannot find a razor blade back there any place.
Razor.
Yeah. Wait a minute, there's one around here. There it is! You know what's up, Miami? Miami, pay attention! Okay?
This is the last one. All right?
Yeah.
All right? Somebody ate all the rest.
Was it me?
Hey, don't tell me you're gonna cut up a sheet and call that out. It's been weeks since I've seen anyone do that.
Oh, hey. Hey, come here, Max. Maxie, now, listen. Are you honestly interested in my work or not?
Yeah, just to get his sleep on a plane, you know.
Oh, wow. Well, the answer to that, honey, is right here under your little nose. Breakfast of champions. I will be right back, okay?
She moves like a snake. Come on, Pam, who is she?
Miami. Tongue bath.
What?
You ever watch any,
I spent 4 years on the road with the Doors. Why would I do that?
You know what you look like right now, Max? You look like the Pope on vacation. Hey, Max, how come you don't hunker down here with us sinners, huh? I got a feeling you'd be very glad you did.
No, what you really mean was make you feel a lot better. Look at you. Look at those hands. They look like they're made out of wax.
Thank you, Max. It's very nice to know that romance isn't dead.
You're still about as beautiful as it gets, but maybe you should get out and play a little tennis or something.
Sure, Max. I'm gonna give that some thought.
Yeah, while you're at it, why don't you think about getting Jim to come home?
Because I don't think there's any hurry.
You don't, huh? Let's cut the crap, Tam. What does this look like to you, huh? A lizard king? An erotic politician?
That isn't what I want him to be
Oh,
anymore.
what you don't want? Oh, holy shit, what Pam doesn't want. Take another look. Take another look. I see 2 more years. We get him cleaned up. I see 2 more years of big contracts before he totally hits the
No,
books.
screw you, Max. He's gonna stay here. He's gonna stay here and write.
Pam, if he stays here, the time will come he won't even be able to write checks. How are
Shut
you gonna
up.
get all your luxury
Shut
cars?
up.
Give me one good reason.
Hey.
I want him to be taken seriously.
Seriously? Pam, you take me serious. What serious is money in the bank.
Yeah? I think we can get by.
What's the real reason, Pam? How you want Jim over here so he keeps meat in the lock and key?
Actually, Max, Jim's meat is a little unreliable these days. I know he looks kind of wrecked right now. But what's waiting for him back in LA is a terminal case of drinking buddies.
Oh, so you're gonna dig in here, huh? Scott and Zelda Morrison.
Give it up, Max. You'll never get it. There isn't any percentage.
Fuck. Shit, what happened to you?
Well, I'm doing your piece for you.
My piece? What are you, fucking crazy?
Well, I thought this guy was like a really big modern art fan.
Art? No, that's not art. That's the front page of the Inquirer. That's not art.
Well, then you obviously just have not read my reviews, that's all. Miami got the idea from an African puberty ritual. Art critics love it. It's called self-inflicted injury. Kind of gets to the center of how we live. You see? Come on, Max. Even you can't resist art with a message.
What fucking message?
That someone, would actually pay to watch her do this.
That's the message? They pay to watch? Hey, what's the matter with her now?
She's inclined to overdo it.
Overdo what? Ham acting? Was it some kind of fucking put on? The blood's fake, am I right?
Have a look and find out. Max, when I said overdo it, I meant downers. Otherwise, she can't cut herself.
Damn, she really doesn't look too good. Maybe we should call an ambulance, huh?
Oh, yeah. You think that your star act can handle that kind of publicity?
Well, get somebody discreet. Pay a little money, get a doctor or a won't ask questions.
Ooh, I know just the guy. Maybe we can get him to do gym as well.
Timmy, will you stop screwing me around? I only come 6,000 miles and want some Looney Tune bitch peel his skin back and bleed to death.
Well, just try looking at it this way, Max. Just shows how much value people are starting to place on getting your attention.
What, am I supposed to be flattered? Jeez, I should give it all to my fucking turkey farmer.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
You really think she's all right?
What her eyes look like.
Like piss holes in eternity.
Ooh, get the contracts ready before she comes around. She'll probably sign anything.
Oh, what am I supposed to do then? Get her a spot in the Tonight Show?
No, Max, you look at it. You're paying for it.
How much?
She usually gets $5,000.
$5,000 for that?
That's not much for an original, Max. Besides, I'm sure you can think of some way of getting your money's worth.
Like what?
I don't know, Max. It sort of depends upon what your appetite is like instead.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, Max. I was only going to suggest that you take your pants off and find out if wounds really are erogenous zones. You know, Miami won't mind. She told me. Your body turns her on.
You know, I'd almost forgotten life got into this kind of shit.
Bye, Max. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah, I can't even think of anything you wouldn't do. Starting to like this. I think I can make some wall space for it in the dining room.
What are you gonna say if they check your luggage at customs?
For $5 grand, I'll take the risk.
Then wouldn't it be easier just to fly home without it and then, I don't know, pick your nose in bed or something?
Damn it, Morrison, why does all this shit happen to you, huh? How you manage to suck me into some zone of sexual chaos?
Well, it's like this now. You say to yourself, maybe just this once.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you go ahead and do exactly what you were going to do in the first place.
It's funny how quick you forget you're acting like a pig.
Oh, that was it. I thought I recognized that sound.
No, that was her. I was just sitting there. Well, sucking on her toes. You know, I don't think she passed out once. She started getting real hot. You can't trust chicks these days, man.
Well, when could you? They're always trying to take emotional hostages.
I feel a lot better now. Hey.
That's another thing about chicks. They're always giving you these positive status reports on themselves. I'm wonderful. You're supposed to say, yes, you are. Of course you are.
Yeah, and you're also supposed to say, can I get you a drink, beautiful?
Where's the booze, Jen?
Well, Pam keeps all the pretentious lush over there.
Let's see. Uzo, Pims, Mezcal, Shampoo, Pernod.
That's all for the Tinkerbell Club. And the occasional visitor from L.A.
Well, what do you recommend? As if I didn't know.
Let's have a real drink, shall we?
You see what I'm doing, huh? A couple hours in the same house as this guy, filling myself up with garbage again.
Hey, man, you never know. This might be the secret to survival in this business.
Yeah, how's that?
Well, you fill yourself up with enough poisons, it might make you exempt from the food chain. I hear there's a butterfly works like that.
Fuck, a butterfly?
Uh-huh.
Ha! Must be one tough little sucker who can drink this shit, Jim. Ugh. Jesus.
You're right. You're right. You sound like you're sick again, man.
Oh, well, Jim.
Oh, sorry, I ruined your peace.
It's all right.
Smoking some very, very funny shit yesterday, Jimmy.
What kind of shit?
Well, I don't know. Every time he goes to the corner for a paper, always comes back with his pockets full of presents from strangers.
Every time he's over here, he's been sick. You know what you need, man? Huh? You need a dose of that good old technologically enriched California air.
Maxie, don't you like Europe?
Last time we were here was in the rainy season. Whole place turned into a gothic swamp.
Yeah, well, I think Paris is very nice in the rain.
Well, it looks that way in the movies.
You know, Jim, Max told me you had to go home soon, baby.
Really? Well, that's what he thinks. You know, Max believes he's the only one qualified to relieve the masses from the misery of unstructured time.
You know what I believe in? I believe in your epic zest.
Oh.
I believe that you can make people understand, Jim, that anything they can imagine is possible. What I know is that we all go out there to do something for ourselves, and the lure of this business is so big for fuckers who can't think of anything but that. I believe that those mental pygmy chicken shits are going to fill the space, and what's going to get out to the people after that is going to have the slightest significance. It's just going to turn into fashion and money forever.
And you think I could help them?
Yes, and the reason is the press has got the hots for
Oh,
it again.
fuck them, man. You know where they can
I'm
stick
not
it.
kidding, man. They love your voice. They're crazy about the new songs, Jim. They're forgiving the trespasses.
How much did it cost, Max?
What?
I mean, it must have been a huge fucking tab, huh? Gathering up all those illustrious hats, sticking their noses in the free dope trough. What'd you have to do, rub them up and down with naked midgets? Those assholes only sell out for the best.
Sometimes good taste just prevails.
Hey, man, that isn't in your contract. You take a look at it. It says you're supposed to lie to them, not to me.
No, I know the fucking contract. It says you're supposed to listen to me
I
sometimes.
don't have the time right now. Why do I have to keep telling you that? Maybe I left it too late already.
You're not even 30 for crying out loud.
Oh, yeah? I bet somebody said that to Rambo, too. You're not even 20 for crying out loud. Listen, Max, don't you try to sell me that cliche misapprehension of existence and time, all right? Reality falls off the edge of every moment. I have no expectations. Your life ends every second.
You know, Jim, Max asked me to go back with him.
Really? Why don't you just pick up some souvenirs at the airport, Max? Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's still working.
What's the rest of the attraction, Max?
What, you mean like a little business?
There you go.
A little art business, a little show business.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you, Maxie.
Oh, and then you think, Miami, you think you're about to go places?
Oh, well, that's what the man here seems to think, huh? You know, there was even something mentioned about the Tonight Show.
Well, you know this business.
That sounds like love, all right.
You know this business, Jim. It's an adventure. Anything is possible.
Oh, yeah. You know, Miami knows that just about better than anybody, too. She has been to the outer limits of the entertainment industry.
Oh, fuck you, Jim. What are you doing, huh?
Oh, nothing. Just wondering what it's like to hire out parts of yourself for the amusement of strangers.
Oh, Jesus, Jim wasn't a hooker. Oh, Max, I just sort of, acted in some erotic films, that's all.
Did you know that, Max? Miami was a fuck film star.
I know, Jim. Pam already told me.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow. Well, I bet you're wondering right now whether that was a good career move, huh?
No, he's not. He's just wondering how he compares to all your old donkey dick co-stars.
Oh, well. Those are just your usual bunch of dumb actors, Max. All they really care about is whether the cameraman has got a good angle on their good old 10-inch personality.
Yeah. You still decide to give it all up for art, though, right?
Well, all those stories about snuff films started going around. I thought it was a really good idea.
It's not for real, is it?
Hey, why not, man? That's just news without the politics, ain't it? It's also another example of cultural enterprise in Hollywood. What you want me to go back and put my name to again.
No, it's hardly the same thing.
Oh, yeah? Lamb, how long ago did you run away from home? Come on.
Oh, gosh. About 2 years, Jimmy.
Yeah. What for?
Because it was shit.
Did you talk about this at all, man? No? You didn't hear about the pink Porsche? Yeah, the purse full of diet pills, the personal psychoanalyst, and the suicide note. Did you hear about any of that, man?
What the fuck was that for?
Oh, man. It was just some shit I wrote a long time ago when I was very young. But I decided to keep it with me, just in case.
Yeah. But the thing, the intolerable thing was what? Tell Max why life was such a bitch.
Because, Max, I wanted to meet the door!
I mean, the door's
Yeah, how many times I heard
You
that?
already got the goddamn dressing room door!
All right, now. Tell Max what happened next. Tell Max what happened next.
Would you mind
You look at me. Tell.
Well, Max, when I got to LA, I met this guy who was into drugs. He was a pharmacologist, you see. And he got me to convert my little car into research funds. He was working on the ultimate Aquarian drug. No side effects, no bummers, and permanently mind expanding. He said it would make acid seem like floating around in the special effects department.
Whoopee.
Whoopee.
So where is he?
Oh, well, you know, it's up in the clouds. You see, these Hell's Angels, they nailed him to a telephone pole, and then they set fire to him. Is that right, Jimmy?
What did he do to deserve that?
Yeah, you know those guys, man. They probably just wanted something to toast their marshmallows on.
Well, the Angels had just invested $500,000 into an LSD factory to supply most of Southern California.
Yeah. But they let Miami go.
No.
Do you know why?
I could guess.
Yeah, because they were Doors fans too.
How lucky can you get?
You see my point now, Max? Whatever is going to happen in your name is its own design.
Come on, man, you knew what you wanted. You were deliberate influence.
Oh shit, man, that was an excuse. The assholes' excuse for being assholes. You want proof? You take a look at yourself.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at you dumb bastard. You got party night where the gods dropped in your lap and you're too stupid to see it. You think the awe and the respect of the cultural elite is the one thing worth living for. We might as well kiss your ass goodbye, Morrison.
Because even they only wanted you for your looks. To get them close to some of that famous sexual heat. From now on, everyone's going to start losing your number. When you ever come crawling back home, you give me a call. It's a card. Here's a dime. All the fucking dimes. All the fucking cards. I want you to remember who it was that made you the last decent offer you ever had.
Yeah. I let the bandits in. Invited them. Let them borrow my freedom, my words, my wife, my goddamn credit card. I let them treat the event of my life like a theater so they could use it to do impressions of me. Only what are they going to do now? Where are those starlight cannibals going to find another pornographic cartoon to live in? Who else has money and drugs and breathtaking public attention? You all would have liked it better if I lost my grip on the edge of the hotel window. I dangled there now and then to confound the secret square in you. But you hoped it was the last flight of the dead legend, the making of a Messiah's image into a soft jigsaw puzzle, the completed trinity of fast living, good looks, and the establishment's revenge. Well, tough titty for you obsequious idiots. This is the escape act. The Lizard King has shed his skin. He is reborn. The Toad Buddha. The liberation I first looked for in intoxicated ugliness was from you. What I found was something else.
Did you really do this, Morrison? I mean, did you do it, Jim? Really? Huh?
You are!
Lewdly and lasciviously exposed his penis, placed his hand upon his penis and shake it, and further the said defendant did simulate the acts of masturbation upon himself and oral copulation upon another. In other words, Jim, did you drag out your broken down old patoot and terrorize the innocents?
I don't have to talk to you, Baker. I got a lot of friends who can buy their own drinks.
Oh, you don't think I'd tell anybody, do you, Jim?
Oh, shit, man, I don't know what you wouldn't do if you thought you were going to get a fame rinse out of the media's spigot.
Oh, just a fucking minute, man. I don't need nothing from you, asshole. I got a call last week, Dennis fucking Hopper.
Ah,
Yeah.
I heard about that shit,
Yeah.
man, yeah. You and the rest of the Hollywood drugstore saddle tramps, what, you going on down to Bolivia to do a locust number on the local cocoa crop?
That's right. You're just pissed because you're going to miss all the fun, Jim.
Mhm.
Well, I guess you might have trouble just getting up and taking off like that, huh?
What was that, asshole?
We don't see you around much, Jim, anymore.
I've been writing a lot.
Hey, that's a relief.
What? What are you getting at?
Well, we were just worried that maybe Pamela finally did have you pussy whipped, man.
You listen to me.
Uh-huh.
Nobody owns my time but me.
Oh, sure, Jim. You know the strip wouldn't be the same without you, man.
Oh, no, you know,
No.
it wouldn't be the same, would it? if I didn't do a little work once in a while and cover the bar tabs for you sorry assholes. What a sad life it would be.
Oh, that must be why I keep hearing about all these movie parts that Mr. Morrison has turned down. You know, just the other day, one of these sad assholes in here, Jim, was saying that Morrison is a chicken shit to be in a real movie. No shaking your putts up there for the little obsequious fucking fans ain't like putting it on the line up on the screen, man.
That's what some asshole said.
Yeah, and then he said, the next James Dean, Morrison couldn't be the next Sal Mineo.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Well, nobody paid any attention, Jim.
No, I expect not. I mean, because you handsome pricks were probably all too busy looking at yourselves in the mirror there in between the bottles, going, this is my good side. And this is my great side. Fuck you!
Hey, man, I'm glad I ran into you, Jim.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're working on this short film about this guy in Beverly Hills, right?
Uh-huh.
He thinks he's a werewolf, right?
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to ask you a favor.
Well, I mean, you know what the lawyers said. You know, they said I had to be careful the kind of places I hang out now, and the kind of people I hang out with, at least until the trial is over.
Are you talking about this sort of place, or are you talking about me?
Well, you and a couple other low-life degenerates I can think of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See you around.
Wait a minute, dipshit. I told them to go fuck themselves. I did. Hey, man. Hey, come here.
What?
What? You want to go to a concert?
What concert?
Let me see here. It's a bunch of old farts. I think they're washed up. You might know them. The Rolling Stones.
Let me see those fucking tickets, man! Wait a minute, Jim, what the fuck? This is fucking Phoenix, man!
Oh, that's all right, man. We'll fly the friendly skies.
Yeah?
My treat, old buddy.
Oh, you're a real prince, Jim, you know that?
What else are friends for?
Christ, Penny, maybe it's time to stop trying to pay you back, all right? Please! I stopped paying him back a long time ago.
Oh, so now you just like things this way?
Well, wait a minute, Miami! You know, I'm still trying to figure things out around here. Right. All right, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed you two towards each other.
Yeah, well, consider it a coincidence, okay, Pammy? It's been feeling like time to go for a while now.
You know, Miami, you will be lucky to make it to the end of the month with that.
You know, well, you can meet a lot of people.
I forgot. All your big career moves start
Just stop it, Pam. I have to go to the airport in a minute. I just thought you knew
Yeah,
before I
that's
left.
what you thought. So why don't you save your breath, get there 30 seconds early.
Okay, Pam. Look.
For years, I tried to be exactly what every rock star needs. A mother he can sleep in. I was always there to feed him, buck him, and tuck him in. And then there was nowhere else for him to go. He would just crumple through the door around sunup. Let me get you something to eat, Jim. Let me take your clothes off for you, Jim. Let me clean it up for you, Jim. You know, Miami, a snoring drunk. Started to feel like a Salvation Army mattress.
Yeah. Well, then why is it that every time he says he's going to change, Pammy, you act like you believe him?
What else can I say? What else would make it possible? I don't know, you know? Maybe I should say, don't get better too quickly, Jimmy. I'm not quite sure I'm ready for it.
Why don't you try believing in this? That even the most insufferable asshole on the face of the planet is keeping an angel in bondage. You should always address yourself to the prisoner, not the prison.
Do you think better for Rex?
Yes. No.
You
I'm
lied to
Max.
me.
No. You know who told me that? John Sebastian.
Oh, really?
Really? He said he'd rather be remembered for that than anything else, even if all the rest of his work was completely forgotten. I thought it happened. I guess I'll see you both back in LA soon. Not in this lifetime. I feel really sorry for you. You do. And I feel really sorry for poor old Jim.
Oh, yeah, that's what Jim needs now, you know? The pity and the sacrifice of missionaries, especially angels of the zeitgeist like you and Max.
You know, Miami, if you were really so concerned with how I was going to carry the burden,
Maybe you should stick around.
Yeah, Pammy. Wasn't really a mistake, was it?
What?
Passing me off to Max like that. In your little head, it was a deal. Take her and leave Jim to me.
Yeah, that makes a fucking lot of sense.
So what, Pammy, you did it anyway.
So take your life and get out of here.
Slow fragments of the future. Of that future which I scan, it is all my art and aim to compose into one and bring together that which is fragment and riddle and dreadful chance. And how could I endure to be a man if man were not also poet and the reader of riddles? Who would read Hey, maybe if I'd had the guts to shake you off a long time ago, huh? It's hard to see now what was so good about it. Wearing that psychic costume, the fool's cap, the torturer's rubber gloves. What was so good about the little girlies in the front row trying to touch me with their tongues? And the ones that came closest got the backstage pass. Yeah. You want to know how I did it? How I broke into the consciousness of young America? Well, it was something like burglarizing a gumball machine. Break the glass, watch the little sugar circles bounce out into the traffic of history, grab the pennies and run. Hey, how's the revolution getting on without me? Does it mean the pigs have got more time on their hands now? So they can throw a lot more lead and heavy wood down on the spades and the commie Jews and the queers? Have they finally taken my cock off their most wanted list? Huh? Everybody else has. No, I hear the FBI still loves my ass. I hear they're running their magnetic fingers through my past and stroking the filings into thin rays of subversion and perversion. Hey, J. Edgar, I'm really just a retired butch icon, man. And the Greta Garbo of Shabama Lama Ding Dong. All right? Let me be here in Poet City, where everyone takes their immoral pricks out in public. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by success. Bloated, smug, fashionable, chauffeured through the neon avenues at sunset, looking for where it's at. Baby-faced dunces, hungry for the latest admiration connection with the star-making media lens and the machinery of fame. Who, wealthy and velvet-wrapped and butter-cheeked and groovy, fell down snorting in the jaded indirect lighting of Laurel Canyon haciendas, floating across swimming pools, contemplating career moves. Who bared every orifice to talent scouts under silk sheets, and saw the last 13-year-old virgin in America riding on a penthouse floor, dim-witted. Who passed through festivals with dull pinpoint eyes, deluded about their chemically exaggerated wisdom and self-indulgent wastefulness. Who cowered in recording studios in naked fear, burning the company's money as squandered talent finally ran out, and listening to the terror through the wall as obscurity came to get them forever.
Well, look who it is, rebel without a care.
I'm surprised you're still hanging out in joints like this, Baker, now that I finally made you a household word.
Oh yeah? How'd you do that, Jim?
Well, let's just say that you don't have to introduce yourself anymore as a close personal friend of Jim Morrison. I mean, we have been photographed sharing a pair of handcuffs now. It's almost like you planned it that way.
Hey, didn't we do what we always do, Jim? You know, just spread a little joy and sunshine around the gray old world, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we do that?
And meanwhile, I got a Sky Piracy bust on my rap sheet.
Well, that must look pretty exotic after 200 drunk and disorderly.
Hey, no, man, I'm thinking how it's going to look down in Dade County when I go back down there to try it.
It's your own goddamn fault, man.
How do you figure?
You gotta make yourself look pretty again, Morrison. Instead of like some fucking hippie janitor. If those stewardesses had realized who you were, they would have been crawling up your fucking pant leg.
I still think you set it up.
You're the one, you bought the plane tickets, remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember. And I paid for the dumbass lawyer, too. And the fines. And I copped the rap for biting that chick on her butt because she couldn't remember your goddamn seat number.
And I was supposed to have scammed all this for a little publicity. You know what I think, Morrison? I think you're just having a little pout dose because all those loving hippie fruitcakes up north booed your film last
Oh,
year.
did they?
Yeah, they did. I'm sure you
I
have.
couldn't give a shit anyway.
Oh, that is just what a genius should say. Come on, everybody, come on! Tell Jim he's a genius. Go on, man. Keep buying all the drinks and magnetizing all the stray nookie in the vicinity. They'll tell you you're the greatest genius there is, Jim, and half of them can't even fucking spell it.
Just lay off, man. You know, I'm just struggling along, trying to make my art. That's all.
Sure you are. You're a real artistic guy, Jim. You know, I always wondered how artistic types keep talking about themselves, even when they're talking about somebody else.
Yeah? So what's your excuse, Baker? I mean, all we hear from you so far is what a great method drinker you are.
Oh, is it? You mean you hadn't heard the other thing? About what a great stand-in I am for burnout rock and roll bad guys?
What was that?
Nothing.
No, what was that one?
All right, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look, let's just drop it, okay? Drop it. I'm smashed tonight,
No, I don't want
right?
to drop it, man. I know what you're talking about. Sure. I know, man. And you're talking about a couple of times that we went out on the town and we got some chicks and maybe I crashed out and you got all the action. That's what you're talking about.
Hey, what the hell, huh?
Fuck, what? You think I'm pissed at you? I'm not, man. I'm just sorry you don't understand, you know? I have been getting in and out of strange beds night and day for years now. You know, I need something a little special to stay awake for. I mean, I can usually get a blowjob in the morning to take away the hangover. Hey, man. Do you notice what they're like lately? The little girls? I mean, they're so bony and fragile sometimes. There's hardly a hair on their bodies, man. And they got these great big neon vacancy signs in their eyes. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. And hey, what if you open up their purses? What do you think you're gonna find? Huh? What are you gonna find? You got little girls' things, right? You got little bubble gum and little candy bars and little trinkets like that. And right alongside the little girls' things, you got pieces of steel and glass, man. Evil-looking mainline outfits you'd only expect to find in the pockets of old junkie blues singers. So tell me I'm getting old and soft.
You getting something, Jim. I don't know what to call it.
Give a bad reputation.
You know, there's some funny stories going around about you, Jim.
Always has been.
Not like these.
All right, what is it this time, wise ass?
You know that time you crawled up on stage when Hendrix was playing?
Yeah.
Everybody at the factory says that you sucked him off.
Well, they never did understand satire out there.
Hey, and everybody's wondering why Pam is hanging out with fags just lately, Jim.
Why? Because they're the only guys in town she hasn't balled yet, so what?
Yeah, well, the story is that you're all going back to your place and getting down.
Oh,
That's the
shit,
story.
man, nobody really believes
Hey,
that.
I tell him it's just bullshit, all right?
Hey,
I tell him.
man, listen, man, listen. One of those guys was in the shower. He's fucking hiding in the shower, man. I came in to take a piss. He tried to jump me. I was taking a piss. I told Pam not to bring them around anymore.
Hey, don't be so hasty, man. You know how you always wanted a career in beatnik poetry. I mean, maybe those guys can help you out. Isn't getting screwed in the ass part of the aptitude test?
Fuck you, man. I've been published.
Oh, sure you have. The Morrison Vanity Press and Motion Picture Company.
In a real goddamn book.
Oh, yeah, that book. Yeah, he sent me a whole fucking box full. There you were, the famous naked chest, stretched out across the cover like Playmate of the Month. You know, I remember thinking, God, I knew a hot young stud who looked like that. Once? Must be some pretty smart publishers, huh? What is it? Showman and Shyster? To figure that those little girls are gonna get their pants wet over literature. Only when they get it home, Jim, and look inside for some of those deviant lifestyle meat photos, they're gonna think all that white space is just some kind of misprint. Oh God, what a ripoff! Jim didn't show us his weenie! You really think that a big-time New York publisher is gonna waste good money on you? On some half-assed profundity like the appeal of cinema is the fear of death? If they didn't know how many names you got on your fan club list? Oh, who'd you say the author of this pretentious piece of crap is? It's James Douglas Morrison. Oh, you mean Jim Morrison. Now you're talking box office.
So what's the difference, asshole? I mean, what's the difference when it's you and your little art film, huh? And then you want to borrow some Doors music. Yeah. Then it's pretty please, and can I kiss your butt? And I'll pay you back sometime. And your idea of paying me back is to get jealous about my poetry.
Poetry? What fucking poetry, man? You want to know what it really looks like, Jim?
Hey!
It looks like you write down all the poetic type words that you can remember. Rip off some random fallout from real poets. Oh, here comes Morrison, same old naked savages, and magic insects, and visions of a doomed landscape. Here's some more cut-ups of fairy tales, and psychopathic toilet wall graffiti. You're just posturing, man. Polishing up that articulate horse shit that you use to baffle the fucking press with. You think that if you can make it sound far out enough, the whole world is going to go along with the idea that you have got untapped miracles inside of you. What kind of talent do you think that is, Jim? Something you can buy? Like a new car or a new house in the hills? I look at your words, and I can't see a scratch in any of it where you've tried to get through the skin of human feeling. You know, people live there. You don't know how they work or what to do with them. Stick with what you're good at, man. Make some money. Have some fun. We all stopped expecting you more to do that. I do. You hear me, you asshole? I do. You can take your money and your fun and you stuff them, you pissant! My life, my experience, I mean more than that.
Jim?
More than that!
Jim?
What is it?
I hate to ask you, but, can you spare me a little of your time?
I'm a little busy right now. You know it is.
Yeah. I know how it is. And we're all still holding our breath.
You know, I was thinking that we ought to take a little trip somewhere.
Trip where?
I don't know, might go Someplace where the flesh pigeons can't get at us for a while, huh? How about the South Pole, maybe?
I don't think you'd like it, Jim. None of the bars are any good.
What, they don't serve ice in their drinks?
No, you know what I wanted to talk to you about? I thought I'd take a trip. Thought I'd take a couple of days and get some shopping done.
More shopping.
Yeah, you know, a little time on your own, maybe get some work done.
And where'd you have in mind, honey?
I don't know. Berlin might be interesting.
Well, I think you're too late.
But what?
The kind of people you go for have all moved to Argentina. I had a different idea, really. I was thinking, maybe we ought to go home for a while.
I can't believe you said that.
I'm feeling out of touch with something, man.
Something? What's something?
Whatever it was used to give me energy. I'm just tired.
Yeah, well, this sounds like somebody who's giving up. This sounds like somebody who's letting the assholes win.
It's not a good enough reason anymore.
Oh.
You know, it's not. It's not a good enough reason for me to go on sitting in that fucking room talking to myself. None of the reasons seem good enough anymore.
Reasons. Reasons never mattered to you. You made a point of that. You said animal instinct and a jokey inclination to bite through live wires got you through. Jim, why do you need a reason now?
Maybe it would help make the words stick together.
Don't get scared on me, Jim. I know what it is. I mean, you think it's safe going back there, don't you? Yes, back to where all the baddies and the glamour traps will take care of you again. Make you feel like Christ on a bicycle. They won't feel. See what a mess you're in? No, because the only problem you have right now is you can't quit lying to yourself.
Fuck you. Fuck you for the kindness of your heart.
Well, see, now that's better. You're just having a bad night.
Oh, shit, yeah! Just having a bad night, huh? Yeah. That's what you used to say, all those A&R dipshits. And all your well-connected friends when they came down to the clubs, didn't you? Didn't you?
No,
He's just having a bad night.
not every night.
No, not every night, otherwise we wouldn't be here, would we?
I don't know.
Here with the motherfucking world at my feet. Sucking me dry through the hole.
Okay, 2 seconds. Try and go 2 seconds without feeling sorry for yourself. Now, come on. Now, it was back there. You were getting drained. Over here, your life is your own.
singing was the best part about it. How about that?
You want to sing? Let's see. You can sing in the bathtub. Yeah, you know, you can scrape some of this garbage off yourself while you're at it.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I can talk that sponge in there into a quick fuck while I'm at it, too.
God damn it, Jim.
Hey, don't get uptight, baby. It's only 50.
No, because you always know where my bed is.
Shit, everybody knows where your bed is.
Oh, so you're the only one who forgot.
A couple of times, just lately, you know, I came looking. It was empty.
That was a long time for Jim. And you know, you forget. I was the one who was fed up with it always being half empty.
Yet somehow you're still here.
Sometimes, a couple of times a night, and you're almost behaving yourself.
Maybe you'd like to try on an old man tonight. Just thought I'd ask.
I might be willing to try out a
Shit. I could call for an acid bath. Start on the bones, burn off the past.
Oh, God, Jim. Leave the past alone. You know, someday we're going to look back and we're going to laugh at ourselves.
Why not everybody else will?
Make your mind up. You want to crawl around all night like some crippled snake? Huh? Or shall we go do something in the bedroom? There you go.
Don't get the idea anything's gonna last.
Oh, no. You know me, Jim. I'll take anything I can get. Every time you trip out the door, head towards the window, I know. It'll be the last second I see you.
Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Will you be there? assholes. I guess that about wraps it up. It's time to put those beautiful cutting tools back in their cases, close down the operating table, and turn off the lights. You'll excuse the mess and disappointment, sudden cracks in the walls, and all of it for nothing. I mean, how am I supposed to negotiate with genius when it won't even show up? And meanwhile, the poisons that are needed to kill time have started thinking for themselves. Now, I don't believe I have the years left to learn to drive a new bargain. Not unless the wise guys unpuzzle death and give me an extra century or two to work things out, or better reasons to keep dragging this bag of meat along, leaking a wide trail of tears and shit. Well, maybe I need to find out what it's like to be like you. You know how you're careful about your plumbing? You let that glob of neural hysteria in your skull get comfortably erect on distractions? At least now you know what it's like to be like me. To be inhabited with a possession that glows in the dark. That can happily fall down anywhere. That perpetuates the lie that one chance of human packaging is more wonderful than a million others. You have the items of your life collected like tiny jewels. What the favorite breakfast cocktail was. What was kept on the bedside table to cope with panic when it wouldn't go up or wouldn't come down. And why the victims of my wonderful life gave me everything. Just one more. Let's drink to a fair exchange of disguises. And the next time we meet, it will be in a cool bar near a perfect beach. We'll watch the waves come and go through a door that never closes. You'll be surprised to see me uncrippled by vanities, practicing criminal philosophy in secret, with nothing but time to give you. Now and then, when we need a laugh, I'll say, it's not me. Oh God, it's not me.
come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe.
No, this is not Jim Morrison. It's Stephen Nichols portraying the legendary rock idol in a theatrical production called The Lizard King. Nichols touched the hearts of daytime TV viewers as Patch on the soap opera Days of Our Lives, which earned him an Emmy. Now he's thrilled to be back on stage.
Damn it, Jim, where you been? Come on, show me, man.
I really needed to get back to the theater because you forget where you come from and how you do your best work. You know, you forget because you sort of get into a routine doing a soap or any kind of television, and it becomes almost too comfortable, and then you forget that edge that you always had as an actor. And I've talked to a lot of other actors too. It's not uncommon. You know, it's really important to keep the wheels turning and keep everything oiled, and the way to do that is to work, you know, on anything. But theater is wonderful. I basically grew up with the music of the Doors, and Jim and the Doors were one of my favorites.
It's your style, right? Dangerous, sexy. Did you have to work on that, or did it just come naturally?
You tell me, man. You used to be an actor. The play is about the last 36 hours of Jim Morrison's life. It's a speculation. It's impressionistic. And nobody claims to know the whole truth or to have all the answers. Certainly, there were only a few people who knew what happened in Paris. And most of those people are no longer with us.
This is Tom Baker. I told you about him.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. You're the one who said he was a close personal friend of Norman Mailer.
Okay, hold it. Let's do it again. What I would like to try, okay, what I would like to try is take your time. Take your time.
I think to play any person who actually lived is a challenge in itself, because you want to. There's so many things to get right. There's so much more involved than just creating a character from scratch, because your concentration is divided in many ways. You're divided trying to get the voice right, trying to get the look right, trying to get the physical moves correct. It's difficult because I know there are going to be a lot of people coming to see a Jim Morrison impersonation, which is not what I'm doing. I'm trying to get more of who he was on the inside and, you know, take it from there. The key to success in theater or any type of work, I believe, is to do the work and forget about everything else. And that's what theater is about. It's about doing the best work that you can do, but I've never been happier. I mean, this is really where I belong.